Welcome to another episode of Josh and Kelly. What are we doing, Kelly?
Starting the van boat officially.
All right, so we are standing here, and you can just see behind us, that is the space cap. Completely empty, cleaned out. I spent a little bit of time cleaning it this morning, dusting it, vacuuming, that kind of thing, getting some of the manufacturing dust out of it. But it is out, and we are going to start the build. So here goes. Okay, so we've started with our insulation section. What we're doing is the floor first. So if you look closely, you can see I've got a 1-inch polystyrene, hello Soph, insulation board there, and then we've glued a 1/2-inch piece of plywood on top, and it just got some weight on there holding it together. And then we're going to put it in here on the floor. But I run into a little problem. I started putting some of these pieces of wood up on the ceiling. I've cut them, and they're going to be glued to the ceiling, and that's what the ceiling's going to attach to. But the adhesive takes 24 hours to cure, so it's not holding on its own just yet. So you can see I've got an old crutch propped against it there. But we're going to be working on the floor, so I'm going to have to figure out how to put the floor in without that coming down. So we can keep going on the floor aspect of things. I really want the floor in today, and I'd like to even try and get it painted if I can today. So we'll see. But for now, yeah, this is the interesting bit. So they say necessity is the mother of invention. There we go. We've used 2 of them to rig up to create some pressure there, but yet leave the floor free so we can lay the floor. So that's our next task, is to lay the floor. So we have to spray it, and then we've got to put this combined unit in there on top of it. So yeah, that's our goal.
Josh sprayed it all. We have this bar here just keeping it up. And then we're just, once it gets tacky enough, we're going to go ahead and take that bar out and then have that fall down into place. And then we have to crawl on it and put some heavy things on it to help it adhere. We're trying to find some stuff to put on there now.
There we go.
There's our floor.
Floor's down. Now we got to do is put some weight on it to make it stick. Stay here, son.
Those crutches are cracking me up.
Just try to get some weight on it so it'll stick well. Especially this end. More weight. Yeah.
I'm not just doing nothing here. I'm just...
Kelly's adding her weight to things. Not that it's that much weight, to be honest, but she's adding weight to things to help it stick and stay down. Yeah.
I'm working.
So there's that. I got trying to get heavier boxes and tools and that kind of stuff. And our water can sitting on there to add some weight. And it says somewhere between 5 and 15 minutes it should be dry. So, yeah, we're not bad at the moment. So we've got another probably, I don't know, what do you think, 5-10 minutes at max, and then it should all be set. And then I'm going to pull everything off it. I'm going to clean the wood, and then I'm going to paint it. So we're going to try and get as much of that floor done as we can today, because then we're going to be all over it. You know, we're going to be walking on it and using it and everything else. So I want to get it on. I want to get it protected as much as possible. So that's the plan. Kelly is vacuuming it for me. And then we're going to wipe it down, try and get as much dust and dirt off it as we can. And then I'm going to start painting. But you see right up there, there's the sun. So we don't have a whole lot of time. So I gotta get on my horse and get this done.
My cleaning hours are going to be significantly reduced, I think. We got this nice, strong vacuum, and there's going to be like a little tiny spot.
It's all good. Okay, first coat of paint on the floor is done. Looks pretty good. It's a nice gray color, pretty neutral. And this is a This is an outdoor decking sort of paint, so it should be hard wearing and last quite well. And yeah, looking pretty good. Now I've got to wait 4 to 6 hours for a recoat, which is, you know, a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to accelerate the process by sticking a little heater in here and turning it on so it's warmer and it'll cure faster. But yeah. All right, I've closed everything up. The heater's going. You see the cord going in there. So the heater's going. Hopefully that'll help it cure faster. Now all we have to do is wait for time, and then we'll put the second coat on. But I'm happy with how the first coat looks. Well, good morning. Here's the big reveal. We're going to open this up and see what this floor is like. All right. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Yeah, nice, smooth, dry finish. Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. All right, that should hopefully protect the floor not only from the construction process, but also us when we are ready to use it. So now what I'm going to do today is I'm actually not going to work on the insulation in here first, because that still needs to be done, but I need to get the roof done. It's a nice day out. It's going to be like 60 degrees today. So I need to get the roof done. I need to get everything loaded onto the roof. So for instance, these solar panels here, I've got to put them on the roof. I need to seal them on the roof. And also I got to put the Starlink up there. I need to put the fan in, drill all the holes for those things, and get them on there and sealed while the weather's good. So that's my plan for today. And that is how we put solar panels on in gusty, windy conditions. The gusts today are 45 miles an hour. They already blew one of the panels off before we got stuck down. So yeah, trying times, but we got it done. Okay, and this is what they look like up here actually on it. So yeah, they're both stuck down with VHB tape. Should be good. I am gonna seal them again with some 5200, which is a very strong marine sealant to help hold them down, but I think we're pretty good at the moment. And yeah, then all I have to do is add the Starlink up here. So the Starlink is going here, and then the fan is going up here. So add those two things, and then I have to drill holes in here for so right here and on the other side, I have to drill holes so that these cables can pass down through to the inside. So here we are. Starlink is installed. It's in. You can see the cables going into it. We've got the flanges so it can go through. There's flanges for the solar as well, one side and the other. And Kelly has put some nice sealant around them so they're completely installed waterproof. So that is all done. And now what we're doing is we're going to install a fan, an exhaust fan right here. So I'm going to do the template for that now and then cut a huge hole in my roof. That's always the hardest bit. All right, it's really hard to tell from this distance, but everything is up. Starlink is on, and I just put the fan on. So the fan is right there in the center. You just see as we get closer, it's a little round dome So just put it on. We've just sealed it. All there. So I think besides the reversing camera, which is going to go on the back right here above the light, it's going to go up there, up there. So besides that, everything on the roof is done. It is done. So we don't need to do any more holes. We don't do any of that. Solar panels are on. All right, solar panels are on. Everything is on. That's it. Now it's just the inside. Okay, so these boards are actually holding up all the centerpieces. So the centerpieces are what we're gluing there, and the boards are keeping pressure on them. So I've got to fix that one there. But they're keeping pressure on them while they dry for 24 hours and hold them in place, because they're going to be what we attach the ceiling to after we insulate. So it's pretty important that they're there, but this is the last bit we're doing today. We're cleaning up and then we're calling it a night. Kelly's just going to walk the dogs, but this is the last of it. So I'm going to fix that one board and then we're going to relax. All right, happy with how all that's gone. Looking up there at the roof line, you can just see Starlink, and then the fan. And yeah, really subtle. I'm not very high. And our overall height is 8 feet. 8 feet. The van was 10.5, our clearance. This is 8 feet. So that's a huge difference. Really happy with that. So yeah, we've done a lot today. But yeah, happy to finish here and go and relax. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. It's another nice day. It's actually a little bit cool. It was down around freezing last night. There's a lot of frost and stuff around. So that in some ways dictates a little bit what we're doing today. Let me show you. So my goal today was to start putting insulation on this side all the way up to kind of the roof line, to get all that done as much as possible. However, the adhesive we're using, which is the only one we can really use for the foam insulation, which is this pink stuff here, this XPS foam. The only thing we can use for that, that adhesive requires 60 to 80 degrees to work. Well, it's about 35 degrees at the moment. So that's not going to work today. So I might just go through and cut out everything that I need, measure and cut and, dry fit so everything fits as I want it to go. And then either when it's warmer, on a warmer day, or if I put the heater in here to warm things up, then I can come out and spray it to adhere it. So that's going to do. But first things first, that set of wires there and that set of wires here, those are from the solar panels. And I had to cut off the ends in order to fit them through the places that they come through. Otherwise, the plugs were too big. So I have to connect those ends on there. So I'm going to do that first because I can do that in any weather. I'm actually going to splice them using solder as opposed to an actual connection. Hopefully it'll give a nice, good long-term hold. But that's my goal. I'm going to do that first thing. Okay, so I'm going to try this set of wires first. So I've got to strip them back, and I think that should be a fairly straightforward task. But I'll strip them back. I've got the ends here. I've got two sets of these ends. So I will strip these back. We will solder them together, shrink wrap them, and hopefully it's done and dusted. Okay, well, I tried soldering, and soldering didn't work. It's not, I don't know what it is. It's kind of running off of the wires. I don't know if it's the type of wire it is or what. So I'm going to use butt connectors. So we're going to try this again. So same song, next verse. Okay, so I've put the butt connector on the one end. I'm now going to join it to here and then heat shrink it and see how strong of a connection it is. Hopefully it's a good, it should be a good strong connection. Let's hope it is. All right, it's a strong connection. We're going to heat shrink it. All right, so that's a good strong connection now. And then we're going to put the sleeve over it. Like that. And we're going to heat shrink the sleeve as well, just as an extra layer of protection. Okay, that is how we do it. It should be as simple as that. Once the wires are stripped, it's pretty quick and easy just to crimp and then heat shrink them. And that is now a good solid connection. It's a little bit floppier than I'd like it to be. The next ones aren't going to be quite so floppy because I was trying to solder them, I left a little extra wire in order to be able to twist it and stuff, and I don't need that for the butt connectors. So the next ones won't be like that because they'll be a little bit closer together. But all right, so I can go ahead and do the next ones and then show you the finished product. Okay, it's all done. You can see behind me there, we've got these two hanging here with the actual shrink wrapped joints there. This one's pretty stiff, this one's a little bit more wobbly. And we have these over here, which I've just done. You can see here, they're still cooling, they're still a little bit warm, but they're nice and stiff. So they're good solid joins, which is what we want. That way it's going to be a little more stable and stuff over time. There shouldn't be much stress on those joints anyways. They're going to be literally sitting kind of up here in the ceiling cavity, so there shouldn't be any stress on them. They're just going to be laying there. But the stronger we make them, the better it is. So they're pretty strong at the moment, and I can't really make them much stronger. So I think they should be good for us. And next thing to do is to test it. It's sunny at the moment, so I might bring one of our jackeries down, plug all this in, and see how much wattage it's actually bringing in. All right, good news. As you can see there, we have 157 watts coming in. 157. So we have one solar panel, two solar panels connected. 157 watts coming in out of a total of 400. As you can see out here, it's still very early in the morning and it's winter, so we have the worst angle of the sun, and the solar panel that is on this side up here at the roof, half of it is actually in shade, so it's not really getting any sun at all anyway. So yeah, we're actually doing very, very well. I'm very happy with that solar input. So the solar panels are really cranking out quite efficiently. So yeah, very happy with that. All right, let me show you what I'm working on. So this piece here and that piece up there, and I've cut the piece for here and the piece for that end. And then I've just cut the two pieces that go here and on the other side to help build out this, because there's a bit of a ledge here, so it builds that out so we can have one flush wall. And I've put them all, so I've cut them and I've put them all in here because it's just too cold to actually glue them on today. But they're sitting there ready to go. So now my next step is, you can see it's gotten really cloudy. It was really sunny earlier when I was testing out solar panels, but getting really cloudy. But here's the way it is. So my next bet is to cut a piece that goes along here, so all the way to the back and then up to this height. And that's going to be it's going to connect all these things together, and then on top of that will eventually go plywood. But for now, it's just going to connect all those pieces together and make it one flush front. So yeah, that's the next step. All right, I've spent a bit of time cutting and measuring these 1-inch thick ones. It's really hard to tell that I've done much because none of it's up and in place. So I've put a bunch of them there that are ready, and then I've stacked some of them over here as well, of the 1-inch here that are ready. But until they're up, you can't really tell what I've done. So I might wait until I put them up and then show you what they look like. Well, good morning. Welcome to another day. It's nice weather today. Yesterday it rained. I didn't get anything done because of the rain. But it's still too cold to put up insulation. You can see above that window or behind me there's actually insulation on the bottom and on the top. But that's actually, the fit is so tight that it's just wedged in there and it's holding. There's no glue or anything on it. Because yeah, it's just too cold for gluing at the moment. But hopefully tomorrow it'll be warm enough and I can do a lot more gluing. But until then, I am working on the insulation for this side, and I've just got the next sheet of 1.5-inch XPS out there. I'm going to start cutting that to size, and yeah, hopefully we can get all that done today and be ready. I did manage to get the insulation for the front bit here, both the bottom and the top, done the other day as well. So all that's ready to be glued. It's just a matter of waiting for it to be warm enough. So. But back to cutting. Well, good morning. Let me show you what I've been up to. So I tried to get an early start this morning so I could get onto things and get some gluing done. Let me show you. So this is the current state of affairs. I've got these things propped against here because they need pressure against them in order to stick for at least 15 minutes. So I've got them all like that. And I've got a heater going here to keep it warm enough in here so that the temperatures are within the normal cure rates. Because it's got to be 60 to 80 degrees. So had that in here, and the sides have actually warmed up to the touch, which is nice. So everything's going to stick and cure properly. And so this is the first round of getting the insulation on. There's a lot more to go, but by the end of today, I'm hoping to have most of it on. Well, it is another day down, and I've got a fair bit done in terms of gluing the insulation on, but I ran out of the spray adhesive, so I wasn't able to finish it, which is a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. Let me show you what I've got. So, excuse all the mess still in here. This side, top and bottom, is done. The front is done. This top is done, but I haven't been able to get the bottom here or the cap of insulation that goes along there. So I haven't been able to get that because I don't have enough adhesive. I got everything cut, ready to go. I just don't have enough adhesive. So this is bare, but everything else is done. Well, of this rigid insulation. I still have to do the ceiling. That's going to get all thinsulate the whole way around. Down the edges, the corners are going to get thinsulate as well, because the corners don't, you can see close, the corners don't match up perfectly, so we can get thinsulate down there. We're going to get thinsulate in this back corner. So the corners have still got to get some insulation, as well as the roof. But for the most part, we've broken the camel's back, so to speak. We've gotten the worst of it and the most difficult stuff done. So that's a good thing. Tomorrow I'm hoping to start cutting the plywood and stuff that goes over this, and that's going to go there as a top, and that's going to go on that wall. But, and it's a big but, we have a slight problem in that it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And even if I get it cut, I can't install it because I just need this same adhesive that I don't have. I've ordered more, but it's not coming till Monday. So yeah, but for now, we've got a good start. Oh, and I did do one other thing. Let me just show you here. You can see it while the door is open. I've installed the security camera for the back, which is nice. So we have security front and back. We've got security in the cab, and yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. That's how things get done. That's how you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time.
Getting there, slowly but surely.
We have, this is, as I was showing you earlier, all the insulation that's up. It's really just the start. There's so much more to do. But believe it or not, this little bit of insulation, so over here on this side, and then this over here on this side, that's a week's worth of work. Cutting it out and all that, and measuring and gluing, and you know, that's what I've literally been working on all week. So
I'm just seeing it for the first time. He just
yeah,
brought me out to show me.
She hasn't seen it until now.
So
she's like,
is this when I'm working during the day, I
did?
can't help him. I'm just a weekend warrior with him, so.
I mean, she's expecting to be moving in next week. She's like, this is it? This is it? You haven't done any more than this?
How much longer?
Yeah, but you know, once the walls are up, everything else is going to go a lot quicker because it's not nearly as involved. So I will look forward to that. But this is all we've got for you this week. Thanks for tuning in on this journey of construction, of turning this space gap into our new wee home.
Before long, we'll be out there with drone footage and lots of mountains.
Yes, can't wait.
We'll make up for all this
For all
time.
this boring construction stuff.
Yeah. Appreciate you sticking with us through it.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.
See you out there.